Hey everyone, it's me George, back with a new hauls video, and there's a lot of stuff, so let's go ahead and dive in. This is from different places, and I'll go ahead and start with this one. This is actually a Half Price Books find. It's not even a comic book, but it is comic related. It's X-Men the Animated Series. This is volume 4. I actually had been collecting these and I couldn't find this one for the longest time, and I tried to buy them new, but I saw that the new ones are really expensive. But I saw this one, it was at a good price, and it completes my collection, so that's why I grabbed this one. The next one is from Best Buy. I actually saw this one and it was on sale. It was like 15 bucks. And I thought it was really cool. This is my first DC Universe figure. I'm trying really hard not to get back into action figure collecting. I did pick up some Marvel Legends recently, and then I ended up picking up this DC Universe one, and it's actually Batman from Death Metal, and I just thought Batman with a scythe is really cool, so I thought this was pretty awesome. I think these figures look really good. It's really hard not to want to buy more of these because they actually have a really nice high level of detail that I really appreciate, and they're just really cool to look at. So I don't know if I'm going to take this one out of the box, but for now it's in the box and it looks really good. And then I also got this really cool shirt. I got this from Once Upon a Tea, and I can't remember how much I paid for it. I think I paid like 20 bucks for it. But if you're into this sort of graphic tee, then you might want to check out Once Upon a Tea. So these next ones are eBay purchases. I was actually kind of disappointed in some of them because, not because of the seller, but I knew going in that they had half-price book stickers on them, and I was confident that I could remove them without any damage, and I was successful with some of them, but you're about to see how I messed up some of the other ones. This one I would say was a real success, and the sticker came off really easily. This one I messed up on. You can see right here in the corner, X Factor 62. There's some chipping there from when I removed the sticker, so this one I'd probably say is just another reader copy. And then X Factor 61 actually came out really nice, but this is one of the ones that I destroyed, and it kind of hurts because I don't like to damage comic books if I can help it, and I was really confident that I could remove it, but some of these half-price book stickers are actually really tough to remove. And these two books were actually a different kind of half-price book sticker. And unfortunately, it was just too difficult to remove, so you're going to see what happened to the book. But New Mutants 96, thankfully these weren't New Mutants 98s, but there's that one. And New Mutants 97, and you can see up there in the corner, there's a big chunk missing. Unfortunately, I couldn't save these. They're reader copies, perfectly fine reader copies. But, you know, if you're a collector, you don't want something like that. X-Men 272, this one did not have a sticker on it. And I don't think any of these other ones had stickers on them. But this one's Hunter Killer number 4. This was a part of the eBay purchase. Hunter Killer number 3. Hunter Killer number 2. And the reason I grabbed these were because the lots were really cheap. I think the Hunter Killer lot was like 99 cents. So I went ahead and just grabbed it and saved on the shipping. But Hunter Killer number 0. And I believe that's Mark Silvestri artwork. Yeah, Mark Silvestri artwork. Really cool. Avengers number 35. This one's actually really cool. This is like one of the action figure variants. I can't remember if it's Toy Biz, but they came in like a clamshell and they had a comic book in the back. But this was for the Punisher. The Punisher Warzone number 1. I know the Spider-Man 2099 one is really hot. And then World War Hulk number 3 of 5. Kick-Ass 2 issue 6. It's probably my favorite Kick-Ass cover. Kick-Ass 2 issue 4. Hit Girl number 3. I feel this story arc is actually really underrated, but it's probably one of my favorite Wolverine stories, and John Romita Jr. artwork for me is kind of hit or miss, but I really loved his artwork on this series, and it's Wolverine number 20, Enemy of the State, the Enemy of the State storyline. And I absolutely love that Romita cover. Wolverine 28. Wolverine 30. These next ones aren't even comic books, but they have cool covers, and they're about approximately probably the same size as a comic book, so I went ahead and grabbed it. But I don't really know much about these, so if you know more, please let me know. But this is Marvel Quarterly Report number 3, and I grabbed this one because I love that Silver Surfer cover. I thought it looked really cool. And then on the back, Marvel Quarterly Report number 3. Oh, I guess these are both number 3. But yeah, that one has Generation X, and I really love Generation X, and I like that cover art a lot, so That's why I grabbed this one. And the next books are Wizard magazines. I'm trying to grab more Wizard books so I can kind of do videos on Wizard and talk about them, just because I love Wizard so much. But it's Wizard 23. And still in the bag, but this one was open, so whatever inserts were in here aren't in here anymore. This one's Wizard 17. This one is still open, and but it still has cards in the back. And I can't tell what cards those are. One of them's The Death of Superman, and the other one's McFarlane's Santa Todd. I don't know anything about those cards, but they look pretty cool to me. Okay, these next ones came from the South Park Meadows half-price books. And I paid $1.50 for this one. I just love this David Finch cover art. New X-Men, issue 45. And you see X-23 facing off with Deathstrike. This one I was surprised to find at this price because they had a whole bunch of Wonder Woman books. And in this particular series, they had a bunch of them. But they were all priced at $5 and up. And by up, I mean like up to $20. So I didn't grab those. But this one was priced $1.50. And I was really surprised. So I grabbed it. But it's Wonder Woman #1. The next one is kind of like a speculation book. I've actually heard some reviews and people were actually pretty happy about this book. Had a lot of good things to say about it, but it's Two Moons issue 1. I actually have the variant cover of this one, but since this is the main cover, I went ahead and grabbed this one. I paid $2 for that one. And then this one, I think is a spec book. I'm not even sure why people really like this one other than the cool cover. If you can let me know why, what I'm missing, but it's Thor Issue 6, and this is like I think a third or second printing variant, and you see Thanos or Thane there on the cover with some sort of black Infinity Gauntlet and a bunch of it looks like zombies in the background, and I paid $2 for that one. These next three are from my local comic book shop, Comic Relief in San Marcos, Texas, so if you're ever there, please give them a visit. And it's Edge of Spider-Verse #2, and I grabbed 3 copies of these. They're actually in really nice shape. And I know these are the facsimile editions, but I thought they looked really nice, so I went ahead and just grabbed it. I really like the character a lot, so even though they're facsimile books, I still grabbed them at cover price. I'm not sure which one this is. I think this is Kate Bishop, but I'm not quite sure what the issue is. I grabbed it because I really like the variant cover of her and Lucky. And it's just a really fun cover that I liked a lot. And I also got these at my local comic book shop. These were actually sitting on the desk, and one of the store people was actually getting ready to put them out. And I asked about them. They hadn't been priced yet. So he went ahead and looked them over and priced them. And these were the ones that I picked up. But it's Aliens vs. Predator Duel, issue 2 of 2. I just think that's a really cool cover. And I paid $4.50 for that one. And this one I think is really cool. I'd love to actually get this one graded because it looks to be in really nice shape. And I think now with the Predator rights being with Marvel, we'll probably never see this thing reprinted. But it's Batman vs. Predator #1 of 3. This is a newsstand edition. And I just thought that was really cool. That's why I grabbed this one. I paid $5 for this one. And this is another one that I thought was really cool. This one has a photo cover, and it's Predator 2. Or this one, I guess, is the comic book adaptation of Predator 2. And this is issue 1. And it just has a really cool Predator cover. That's why I grabbed that one. And I paid $4 for that one. And these are some more stuff from the LCS. I saw this Moon Knight cover on the shelf, and I just thought it looked really cool. So I grabbed it. It's a variant cover for issue #7 of the new Moon Knight series. And I paid cover price for that. I forgot to put them in bags and boards, but it's Alien #7. This is a variant cover. And Alien #9. This is a really cool cover. And I picked up this one because, 1, I love the cover, and 2, I'll probably never be able to get a really nice copy of Amazing Spider-Man 300. But this is actually a really cool homage cover that's very similar. It'll suffice for me at least. But it's Venom #4. And I also got this at my comic book shop. It is Venom #11. It's a CGC 9.8. They actually had some graded books there. And I put this one on layaway because, you know, I didn't want to pay like $100 right away. It was actually $79, but I always kind of round up. So I didn't want to pay $80 like right away. So I just paid it slowly. $20 increments, and here it is. It's a 9.8. It's a really cool cover, and I just thought it was really awesome, so that's why I picked this one up. These next ones are from Ron's Comic Closet, and this is a really cool X-Men #7 variant of Rogue. I think it's a Jim Chung close-up sketch cover. of Rogue, which is really cool. And these next ones, I actually picked up 3 copies of these, but it's Mary Jane and Black Cat #1. And it's a really cool J. Scott Campbell cover, and that's why I grabbed these, because I love the Campbell covers. And the next one is another lot from eBay that I got. This person was actually really cool. They sent a lot of freebies. One of the freebies I really love, we'll go ahead and start with the freebie. But this freebie was Uncanny X-Men 141. This was the not for resale. This probably came with maybe a Wolverine action figure, like a Days of Future Past Wolverine Toy Biz action figure. I think that's where this came from. But this was a freebie, and if you watch my videos, you know I absolutely love Days of Future Past issue 141 and 142. So I thought this was really cool. And then this was another giveaway. It was Ultimate Power #1 of 9. Very cool Greg Land cover. And this was also a freebie. Iron Man #93. And this book's actually in really nice shape, and it's a newsstand edition. And I think I paid like from $5 to $1 for the lots in this particular eBay lot. And this one's Jim Lee's Wildcats issue 3. This is a newsstand edition. And Hellshock issue 4. And Hellshock issue 3. Hellshock issue 2. And Hellshock issue 1. I remember when I was a kid, I really wanted to read this series. And I have the book, but I kind of want a collected edition so I can read it. But I love the Jay Lee artwork. I thought this was really cool, so that's why I grabbed this lot. And then this one was another freebie. It's Iron Man issue 237. I'm not sure if this one's significant or not. You can let me know in the comments, or I guess I can look it up later. And then this was also part of the lot. Iron Man #9, or Giant Size Annual Iron Man #9. And Invincible Iron Man #158, also in nice shape. Invincible Iron Man #90. Spawn #34. Really cool Violator cover. And I think this one was just part of the lot. I've never seen this book before. I don't really know anything about it, but it's The Overman issue 1, or book 1, and it's from Image Comics. But if anybody knows about that series, you can let me know. I've actually never seen this one before. And these were ones that I really wanted because I do like Campbell's Gen 13. So this is Gen 13 issue 0, and this is a newsstand edition. Gen 13 issue 2, and another newsstand cover. Gen 13 issue 4, and this is another newsstand. X-Men Annual #16. Uncanny X-Men 297. X-Men and the Micronauts #4. X-Men and the Micronauts #3. X-Men and the Micronauts issue 2. X-Men and the Micronauts issue 1. And this was another freebie. It's Stupid #1 from Image Comics. And this one's X-Men Annual #15. I think that's Mike Mignola artwork. X-Men number 40, I think. X-Men Adventures #13. And this is a newsstand copy. Cable #31. X-Force issue 55. X-Factor #57. Cool Beast cover. X-Factor issue 76. X-Factor issue 80. And it's a really cool Will Spertasio cover. X-Factor issue 81. And X-Factor issue 82. So here's some more half-price book stuff. This is from the San Marcos, Texas half-price books. And I got these for half cover price unless they were marked with a sticker, and then it's whatever sticker price. But this was Superman Action Comics #679. Cover price is $1, so 50 cents, but yeah. Superman Action Comics 680, and I got this for half cover price. This one actually has a really cool cover. It reminds me of like Richard Donner's Superman with Christopher Reeves. It's Action Comics #800, and it's also an homage to the original Action Comics #1. But I just really love this cover art. I'm not sure who the illustrator is, but it reminds me of like the 80s classic movie posters. It just looks really awesome. So that's why I grabbed this one, paid half cover price. This one, I'm not sure what the series is, but sometimes I pick up just weird stuff I see. It looks like it's in good shape, and it is the first issue. So it's Duplicate number 1, and I went ahead and grabbed that one. This one actually has 2 books in it, and I think I paid for one. It's Uncanny X-Men number 328. Really cool Psylocke versus Sabretooth cover. And on the back is Uncanny X-Men number 329. And the next one is just a really cool Ed McGuinness cover. It's Superman number 160. And recently they had a bunch of Punisher books. I don't know why I didn't pick them up, but they have a few left, and this was one of the ones that I probably should have picked up before, but it's Punisher number 3, and this one's actually in really nice shape. It wasn't in a bag and board, so I put bags and boards on some of these just so they would be easier to handle. But Punisher number 3, and this is from a seminal Punisher run, and this Garth and his story is just phenomenal. So if you're a Punisher fan, or if you just want to read a good Punisher story, you want to check out this series. But I really love this artwork too. So I paid half cover price for that. So these next 2 books, I actually paid $2 for one. They were in a baggie and they were together. But it's Cole the Destroyer number 13 and number 17. And these were in the same bag together. I threw them in bags and boards too. This next one's probably the most interesting find. I don't think I've ever found an error edition of a book, or at least I can't recall ever finding an error edition. And I didn't know what this was. I'm not even sure if it's on the radar. I tried looking up information on this because I knew something was really weird about this. So I held up this book. It wasn't in a poly bag or anything like that. It was by itself. I thought it was an insert because it was so super thin. It's Avengers Assemble number 19, and this one is super thin. I don't think you wouldn't be able to tell, I don't think, through here. But it's super thin, and I can't tell what it's missing, or I flipped through it and it looks like it's missing all of the advertisements. It just looks like the story. It doesn't look like anything was removed. It just looks like it has the main story, no ads, and it even seems like some of the story pages, I don't know if they're missing or just weren't printed on here, but this is a really weird book. And so since I'm assuming it's an error book, I want to believe it's an error book. It doesn't look like it was an insert. But if anyone has encountered this book and this particular issue with the book, please let me know. I'd love to know more and what type of error this is. But I also really love this cover art. It's really cool too. So I actually paid half cover price for that. This next one, I'm kind of keeping it on the low because this is actually a gift from my wife. For like birthdays, I make like a mystery box. So I throw weird stuff in there. I mean, of course I get her cool stuff she likes, but I throw in weird stuff too. And she loves this show, so that's why I picked this one up. I don't care about this series, but she loves it, so I'm hoping she thinks this is kind of weird and maybe checks it out. But it's the Vampire Diaries issue 1. And the reason I'm whispering is because she can probably hear me. She won't watch the video, but she will hear me. So that's why I'm keeping it on the down low. I think she'll actually probably like that one because she loves the series. And the next one I got is Superman 168. I love this Ed McGuinness Batman cover. It's really cool. And this next one I thought was really interesting. It was in the clearance section. I paid 50 cents for it. But like I mentioned in previous videos, I'm really getting into like indie books. And since I'm working on my own book, I know it takes a lot of effort and it's really tough to produce these things. So now that I'm working on my own, I have that appreciation for these books and I kind of want to go through them and kind of shine a light on them. So I think I'll be kind of going through, doing a read-through of these books and talking about them in future videos. But this is Magic Inkwell Comic Strip Theater by Cayetano, and this is the first issue. And I paid 50 cents for that one, but I'm looking forward to reading this one and talking about it in like a future video. So I picked up these next ones because they were in the clearance section and they had the 50-cent half-price book sticker on them. And before I made the mistake of trying to take off those stickers, I was really confident thinking that I could do these and no problem, but now I'm kind of second guessing if I can get these off without destroying the book. But you'll see what they are. Silver Surfer 67. This is a newsstand book. And if I can manage to get that sticker off without any issue, it'll be in really nice shape. And this one's Adventures of Superman Annual number 2. So I'm really hoping I can get that sticker off without any issues. Thankfully, this next one had the sticker on the bag, so that's something I don't have to worry about. But it's Airboy number 12. I don't know much about this series. I saw some fellow YouTubers talking about it, so I went ahead and grabbed it, especially at 50 cents. Why not? These next ones, I actually had success removing the stickers before, so I'm confident that I can hopefully get these off okay. But Exo Manowar issue 0, Turok issue 1, and hopefully I can get the sticker off these two. I picked up 2 of these actually. X-Force number 5, and paid half cover price for that one. X-Force number 6, half cover price. Early X-Force issue, that's why I grabbed that one. And for 50 cents, why not? I actually probably should have left this one there. It's not in the best of shape, but it's Red Sonja number 1. I paid $1 for it, but it does have really cool artwork. This next one I paid half cover price for, and pretty much if I see something She-Hulk, I'm going to grab it because I know she's either, you know, she's always been a pretty popular character with a certain group of fans who really love She-Hulk. But now that she's getting her own show and the excitement's building for that, if I see a She-Hulk book, I'm going to try and pick it up. Sensational She-Hulk number 12. Paid half cover for that. This one was in their expensive comics case, and I took a chance on it. It is the Comic-Con box Captain America number 7 variant, and I like that it has the 3 Captain Americas. You got, of course, Steve, you got Bucky, and you got Sam Wilson. So I just thought this cover was really cool. It's still sealed. It's still sealed in its poly bag, so this one might be a candidate for grading. And I didn't know much about this one until recently, but I'm guessing this one has like a Dark Avengers tie-in or appearance or early appearance or first appearance. But New Avengers 49. So I grabbed that one, paid half cover price. And this next book is something I've heard so many good things about, and I've really wanted to read it. I'm trying to get more into digital books, but I saw this one, I was like, hey, let's give it a shot. But it's Mr. Miracle, and it's a Tom King story. If you've read it already, without spoiling anything, you can let me know how you felt about this story. But I've heard so many good things, and I want to experience it for myself. So I paid $17.49 for that one. It is a hardcover edition. These next ones are really interesting. These are from still the same half-price books in San Marcos, Texas. This is another not-for-resale version of a book, and I actually paid 25 cents for these because the cashier couldn't find the price on these, so they were just like, hey, are you cool with 25 cents a book? And I said yes. So Alpha Flight number 10. This one I'm probably most excited about just because I got it for 25 cents and it's super weird, but it's a Frank Miller Robocop, right? It's issue number 8, and it's a variant cover, but the cashier couldn't find a price on this, and when they took it out of the bag, I saw that it's still sealed, I think, but it also has a certificate of authenticity here, and it says, this hereby certifies that the enclosed copy of Frank Miller's Robocop number 8 Platinum Foil Edition is one of only 750 copies printed. And I don't know if you can see that with the glare, but I thought that was really cool, and I did get this one for 25 cents. They also had some other Robocop stuff. I've never been that into Robocop. I saw those and I grabbed them, but this series I actually really wanted to read. I heard a lot of good things about it, so I'm trying to read this one. Robocop versus Terminator, issue 2 of 4. Paid half cover price for that one. This was another book that had was kind of like a 2-for-1. Uncanny X-Men 347, and on the back it's Uncanny X-Men 348. This next one was actually free. They saw that it said free on there and they just threw it in. But it's Avengers vs. X-Men Program Guide, and it just has a really cool Cyclops versus Cap cover. This was the other book that I paid 25 cents for. I don't know anything about this book. I don't know if this is for a video game. I'm assuming it's for a video game, but I'm not sure where it came from. If anyone knows more about it, it's Enslaved Odyssey to the West. This is issue... it doesn't say what issue it is, so I'm guessing this is like a one-shot. Oh man, I didn't see that. It has some kind of gunk on it. Yeah, but for 25 cents, I went ahead and grabbed it. Here's Robocop versus Terminator, issue 1 of 4. Avengers vs. X-Men round 1. This is a really cool Cap versus Wolvie cover. Paid half cover for that. Avengers plus X-Men number 2. I believe this is Chris Bachalo artwork, but I really loved it, so that's why I grabbed it. But it's Rogue and Black Widow teaming up. Paid half cover price for that one. This is a really cool Dale Keown cover. It's Avengers and X-Men number 1, and it's just really cool. I love Dale Keown's artwork, and there's Wolverine and Hulk. And then this one, I was surprised to find there that nobody picked it up. It looks like it's still sealed, but I don't really know much about this series. I never read it. This is actually a spec buy because I know so many people are really into the Darkhold right now, especially with everything going on with WandaVision and Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness. But this was actually there, and it was half cover price. It's Darkhold #1. And this next one was kind of a 2-for-1 buy, but it's Raven #1 and 2. And you see Raven there, #1, and Raven #2. Paid half cover price for that one. These next ones are probably the weirdest comics I've ever seen. I don't even know what I really think about. I don't know if I like them or what, but they're really interesting and really different. I've never seen these before, but it's Barack the Barbarian #4. This is actually from Devil's Due Publishing. But yeah, you can see the cover there. It's pretty cool. So when I saw it, I knew I had to pick it up. And if you collect these, let me know. But I think I'm going to hold on to this one. I love former President Obama a lot, and so I think these are really cool. Next one, American Vampire Issue 2. I need to see if these are like the first or second or third printings, but I did see these. They had some American Vampire books, and so I grabbed these because I know it's actually a really interesting series. I haven't read it, but I mean, a lot of people have said it's a good series. I want to read it for myself. American Vampire Issue 3. I'm sorry, the last one was Issue 2. This is Issue 3. And American Vampire Issue 1. So I need to see if that's actually the first printing. Hulk, Let the Battle Begin. I've never seen this book before. It's a one-shot, but I paid half cover price for that. It's a really cool cover. And this next one's a really cool Punisher cover. It's Punisher Dark Reign #1. And it's homaging his first appearance. The next one I grabbed is another spec buy. I do really like the new X-Men, Academy X group. I thought they were really cool. This is probably one of my favorite X groups of young X-Men. But yeah, it's new X-Men Academy X #1. I'm not sure whose first appearance is in this book. Green Lantern Issue 1. This is a really cool Alex Ross cover. That's why I picked that one up. Paid half cover price for that. I paid 50 cents for these. Mighty Thor #441, newsstand edition. Mighty Thor #439, and this is a direct edition. Captain America #1. This is a reprint, but it's still pretty cool. I paid 50 cents for that one also. And this one I thought was pretty awesome. It's a Thunderbolts Hastings variant, and it's, let me see, Thunderbolts #1, but it's a Venomized cover, and so that's why I grabbed this one. Paid half cover price for that one. This is another really cool Punisher variant comic, Punisher Dark Reign Issue 5, and you see him blasting Green Goblin. You know how I talked about the Barack the Barbarian? There were more. And so here's Barack the Barbarian Issue 1B. And there, yeah. And then here's Barack the Barbarian Issue 1A. And I don't know what to think. These are really weird, but they're kind of cool. They're just very odd. But yeah, Barack the Barbarian #3. And these next books were like 2-for-1. They had 2 books in there. Amazing Scarlet Spider #2. Amazing Scarlet Spider #1. Spectacular Scarlet Spider #1. And Spectacular Scarlet Spider #2. Web of Scarlet Spider #1. And Web of Scarlet Spider #2. Another 2-for-1, Uncanny X-Men 341. And on the back is Uncanny X-Men 342. And Web of Scarlet Spider #3 of 3. And Web of Scarlet Spider #3 also. Oh no, this is 1 of 3. I guess this was a free giveaway from my comic store, but it's DC Connect. You can see soon there's going to be a new World's Finest series coming. And then the last one is another 2-for-1, Uncanny X-Men #327. And on the back is Uncanny X-Men #326. So that's it for this video. Let me know what you thought. There was a lot of weird stuff. If you know anything about that Avengers Assemble, if you've encountered that, let me know, because it's very strange. I'm pretty sure it's an error edition, and that'll be the first error I've ever picked up. But You can let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.